To solve this, we use Work Manager, which is Google's recommended library for guaranteed background work. When a user adds a folder, our main view model doesn't start indexing the files by itself. Instead, it creates a work request and hands it off to the Android operating system. The OS then schedules our file indexer worker to run in a separate, managed background process. This ensures that even if the indexing takes a long time or the user closes the application, the work will still be completed and the main UI thread remains completely free and responsive. But how do we get access to the user's folder in the first place? Modern Android is very strict about privacy and they don't allow us to read any folder that we want. That is why the storage access framework has to be developed for this file, which is very different. We use the storage access framework or SAF, which when the user clicks to add a folder, we don't build our own file browser. Instead, we make a request to the Android system, which then opens the phone's built in trusted file manager. The user navigates and selects a folder, and when they confirm, the system gives our application a special persistent permission grant to read the contents of only that specific folder. That's why we are able to secure respect users' privacy, and this approach is the modern Google recommended way to handle file access for any application. This brings us to a crucial real world challenge. You'll notice that the users cannot select top level folders like the main download directly. This is intentional. It is part of a security model called scoped storage. Android prevents application from getting broad access to any shared storage. This is a strict privacy rule with them. An application cannot move files using programs or codes, and the typical user cannot create automated file moving rules on a standard Android phone. So, what is the solution? We cannot change the rule, so we must design a better user experience. We need to guide the users, explaining that for their privacy, they should select specific subfolders where they save their important documents. This turns a technical limitation into user-facing feature that highlights our commitment to security and user control. So if you look at the application itself, it gives you an option to select the files which the users can select, and the application will index and look through the files only for the selected folders.